NHL players who never gave up, even though they had every reason to. Back in January 2011, Sidney Crosby was at the peak of his powers. He was leading the entire NHL in scoring and looked unstoppable. But then came the Winter Classic, where Washington's David Steckel delivered a crushing blindside hit to Crosby's head, and just 4 days later, things went from bad to so much worse. You see, against the Tampa Bay Lightning, Victor Hedman drove Crosby headfirst into the boards. That second impact left him with brutal concussion symptoms. He was dizzy, nauseous, and even sensitive to light. Everyday things like watching TV or driving became almost impossible, and it quickly became clear that this was not going to be a normal injury. But here's where it got really scary. The thing is, Crosby missed the rest of the season, and nobody knew when or even if he would return. Days turned into months, and the league's brightest star could not shake the fogginess, the headaches, and the balance issues. So doubts about his career started to grow. But after nearly 10 months away, Crosby shocked the hockey world. As it turns out, in November 2011, he returned and scored 2 goals and added 2 assists in his very first game back. It felt like a miracle, but the miracle only lasted 8 games. Another collision brought back the same symptoms, and Crosby was forced to sit out once again. But unbelievably, this setback ended up changing everything. What I mean is that doctors discovered a soft tissue injury in his neck that had been mimicking concussion symptoms. On top of that, Crosby even went through bizarre treatments, like being strapped to a gyroscope chair that spun him upside down to retrain his brain and eyes, and these unconventional methods finally gave him a breakthrough. So when he finally came back in March 2012, everyone held their breath. In his first game back, Crosby set up 2 goals against the New York Rangers and finished the season with 37 points in only 22 games. But the best part of all of this is that just a few years later, Crosby not only returned to form, he led the Penguins to back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 2016 and 2017, winning playoff MVP both times.